This is the Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at natural gas, at crude oil, and then we're going to throw in one of my favorite ETFs, TQQQ for the Nasdaq. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see here, if you watched my video this morning, I said, watch this key 8 simple moving average. So far, it's holding up very, very nicely. Now, if you look at this chart pattern, you can see a low, a higher low, and a higher low. That's always very, very bullish, okay? And we just have some sideways actions. Now, it was some really good trading in the UNG today. Got as low as 18.15 and as high as 18.88. So that was a really nice, good scalp here so far. Okay, so let's look at the upside. So what we want to do is look at today's high, looking at that 2.75. Okay, so if you just bring the candle all the way across, look at here. What do you have? 2.75. Very, very nicely. Your next level is going to be 2.79. Just bring your line all the way across. What do you have? 2.79. Okay, then we come up to this top of this candle, 2.82. Bring it right across. This is what you're looking for at 2.85. And then you have your breakout right there at 2.92. So always look to the left of the chart because that is all going to be your support and resistance levels. Very, very easy to look at. Okay, now let's take a look at the downside. Okay, so right now natural gas is sitting at 2.72. Okay, so what you want to do next is you want to look at holding this area here. Look at the high of the candle, 2.70, and then we'll come over here at 2.68, and then we want to watch this key 8 SMA at 2.628. Very, very crucial on a closing basis. Now, if that is lost, we'll come right to the bottom of this candle, 2.57, and then we have your 21-day at 2.52, and then we look on a weekly, very, very key level at 2.498, and then your 2.45. So everything here is laid out very, very nicely here for your support and your resistance levels. The key is holding this 8 simple moving average. See how nice that is? Okay, as long as you can hold that, this can go sideways. Very, very easy. And this is some really, really good trading action here just with the sideways action. Very, very nice. Now, remember, natural gas is coming to their own. Any kind of a disruption here or anything on that order, okay, is going to send natural gas a lot higher, okay? Because this has been down. You're never going to stay down in this 2 level here that long, okay? So your RSI here, your relative strength, is looking very, very good. Your green is still below your red, but what you really have here is just have a sideways action. You don't have a waterfall kind of a situation like that, like we had here, okay? So we just have some sideways action, which is not bad. Now, key is by Friday, we want to hold that 50-day. That's very, very crucial, okay? Then if you look at the weekly chart, you look at that high of that 2.82 that we had so far this week. Last week, that basically 2.85, and then there you have your 2.92. That is going to be your breakout level, and then we can go to 2.96, and then 3, obviously your round number, you might pop up a little bit down there, but really that 3 is going to be the target here, okay? So for today, watch that 8 SMA on the downside. Very, very crucial. If that's lost, watch yesterday's low, and then the 21-day, the 50-day, and 200-day. On the upside, just watch today's high, 2.75. You get above that, then we look right here, 2.79, and then we'll look for our 2.85, and then your big retest up there at 2.92. Okay, let's take a look here on a 1 minute and a 5 minute chart. Okay, here we have natural gas here on a 1 minute and a 5 minute chart here. Now you can see where the low was here right today. Okay, we had that 2.605. Okay, so this was a really nice scalping opportunity here because right next to it we had that green candle. Okay, and then what you do is once you start getting a higher high, you had all the way on top. Now again, what I did is I waited and I didn't scalp. I waited for this retest, came in a little bit higher, then I bought it right there. Okay, now it came on down. Okay, but I had a stop loss right at a break-even stop loss, okay, on my UNG, and it came down, held that 50-day, and then rallied up very, very nicely here, okay, and then once we hit the 2.75 here, you put that topping tail. I didn't get that high on the UNG, but when it got the red candle, boom, I sold out of it. Right now, I am flat, so I'm going to see how this is all going to shake out. But if this is the easy way to trade, if you want to use like a 1 minute or 5 minute, but you can see here we have a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. This is all really very, very bullish when you get bottom left and upper right, okay? So it's the same way with here. So when you see these candles here come all the way on down here like this, okay? And then we just watch this here, and then as long as you're holding that, see how you're holding that. Let me see if I can get a little bigger for you. Okay, once you start holding this 8 SMA here, and after that's lost, you go to the 21-day and the 50-day, and it just holds it up very, very nice. But always got to remember when to get out of the trade. Okay, when you see those topping tails, that tells you that you got to get out of that trade or go short or whatever. Now, I'm not going short. I'm just scalping that UNG long. Seems to be working out really, really good. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Look at this there, hey? Okay, so what do we have here? Well, you had that big sell down right there, another sell down here, and then another big sell down all the way down to a new low. Now, today so far is a inside day, okay? So far, your low on this is 72.82. Yesterday's low here was 72.48, and yesterday's high 74.13, and so far your high at 73.89. Now the numbers came in, which I'll have after the pit close here for you on the EA report. They're all very, very bearish. Okay, everyone had a build right straight across the board. Your crude, your distillate, your gasoline, Cushing, everything had a build. The only thing that's keeping up is the production at 13.1. So this isn't looking very, very well. Again, we got to see how it's all going to shake out. But as far as the number goes, they were very, very bearish. Now, what we want to watch is yesterday's low. That's going to be very, very key. That's 72.48. Okay, if that's lost, we just look right to the left of the chart here, okay? So you want to look at 71.79, and then this candle right here, you're looking at 71.41. Just bring that price channel right across, okay? Then the next one, to bring this channel right across, and what you have is going to be 70.50. Very, very key. Then we'll bring this channel right across, and what you have, you got 70.13, and then we'll come all the way down here to 69.28. If that is all lost, we can look here to the bottom of that candle. You're looking at 68.22, and then right there at that 67.71, that is your big, big retest. Again, that's a ways away. However, that is the big target if it keeps on selling. Okay, I always like to show you that. Now, on the upside, what we're watching is obviously watching today's high, 73.89, but we're going to be watching the bottom of this candle, 73.98, and then the top of yesterday's candle at that 74.13. If we can get above all that there, then we can come over here. We're looking at here at these two candles right here, because that was your double bottom situation, 75.52. And then we'll come right up here to this candle. You're looking at 76.15. Then we can start getting into that 8 estimate here, 76.61. Your 21 simple moving average at 77.87. And then your Hondo at 79.18. And then 79.81. Now, again, we do not have a bottoming candle. Okay, what we're looking for is this, and this. Okay, then you can see where it rallies on up. Right now, we just have an inside day. This could go either way, so don't have any opinion. Now, what we have here, you're getting kind of like a oversold here condition. We got to see if it can kind of rally up here. But again, if this could rally up and take out yesterday's high, then you got a good shot here running up all the way up here to this simple moving average at 76.61 and possibly even 77.87. But you can need some kind of a catalyst. But just remember one thing. Now the charts are at the bottom, okay? They're not like this where they're at the top, okay, and then you can come on down. We have a bottom. So all you need is a good catalyst here. We can turn that and take her right on up. Okay, next we're going to take a look here at TQQQ. Okay, now here, this is an ETF. It's a leverage ETF, TQQQ for the Nasdaq. I show this one a lot. I trade this every day. This has NVIDIA in it, and Amazon, and Meta, and Microsoft, and Apple, and Google, and it has Tesla in it, and Costco in it, and it pays a small dividend. But this is one of my favorite trades, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly why, okay? Because it's like a one-stop shopping. Instead of saying, hey, which one's going to run today? Is it going to be Amazon? Is it going to be Meta? Is it going to be Google? Is Apple going to pull back? Is there going to be news on this? If this one or two comes off, it doesn't really make any difference, okay? So look at the nice sell down we had. You had a high of 66.51, okay? Then you came and you sold all the way down. But where did you go? Right down to that 50 simple moving average. That was your buying opportunity, and then it rallied right off of that and finished up higher. That was your buying opportunity. Then we had here where you held the top of that portion of that candle, green candle, and now look what happened today, okay? So now, what was the high today? We look here, 66.51. What do we have here? 66.51. Now, question is it going to break through this, okay, and go higher? Or is it going to be like a double top situation and then come flying all the way on down? So that's what we got to look at right now, okay? But again, that's the key. On the downside, you want to hold that 8 SMA, that 64.29, and then obviously that 21-day at 62.66, and then we can just follow these candles down here. Okay, you have 60.96, and then we can come down to that 50-day at 59.27. Okay, so this here is looking very, very good. But again, we're going to look here now at a weekly chart, and I'll show you where the possibilities where this could go. Okay, here we have the old weekly chart. Now, if you can break out above that 66.51 here, okay, that'd be very, very nice. And then look at all the targets that we have on the upside here, okay? What do you got? 69.72. We have 77.97. We have all the way up here, okay, 87.49, and then 91.68. That was the high of what this is. Now, I'm not saying that's where it's going to go. What I'm saying is when this thing moves, look how this thing moves, okay? So you had all the way from down here, okay? Look at that magnificent run all the way up there, okay? See? Yeah, did it fall off here? But once you know what it's going, once you get below that 8 SMA, you got to get the hell out of it, okay? Then we had sideways action, and then now she's running right back up again. Now, the key is, when you look at this chart, you kind of like have a left shoulder as a head and a right shoulder. You break out of that here, and then it's going to be nothing but just run right up here to the moon. So if tech runs, this is going to run twice as fast, okay? So just remember that. Now, everyone's talking about how inflation is coming down, and again, you can see where inflation is coming down, and the jobs are moderating here. And what you're doing is you're getting kind of like a slowdown in the economy. So if the Fed decides to cut, okay, that will rally the stock market very, very hard. Okay, no question about that. That will rally it very, very hard. So you have to watch that. And this is a good one to trade because this is the basket of all the good stuff. Now, another one I want to point out to you is NVIDIA. Now, if you watch my video there over the weekend, the last one I reviewed there on Sunday was NVIDIA. And I said, if you're going to break out of that range there of, I think it was 1140 and change, you're going to go to 2000. And where did NVIDIA go here today? Okay, let me see here. You went as high as, geez, I had it right here. Yeah, okay. You went as high as 12,000 even, okay? So I said it's going to go 12. Now, again, if you break, 1,200. If you break 1,200, okay, on NVIDIA, the next stop is going to be 1,250 and then, 1,300. Now, remember, on the 7th, you're going to have, which is 2 days away, you're going to have that 10-for-1 split. Everybody's going to want to get into this because it's only $100 stock here now. So just remember, NVIDIA, I'm long, I'm staying long, and, I think it's a really, really good trade. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little Netty, little Crude, and a little TQQ. Okay, thanks for watching.